welcome to the GCloudUp Learning and Training Development Center. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe the channel, click the bell icon, also like, comment and share. Also for more updates, you can follow us on Instagram, WhatsApp channel and as well as on Telegram. Today we are going to learn about what is meant by user in a Salesforce. Let's see step by step what is mean by user in a Salesforce. So if you are new, you need to know about the user in a Salesforce, how we can configure the users and what type of user. A user is nothing but any person or any employee, partner or customer who logs into the platform using a unique username and password. So here user is nothing but any user or any person, and they need to have the username and password to log in into the Salesforce. And here each user has a dedicated record storing their identity, security setting and permissions, which determines what data they can access, edit or manage within an organization. Means the users needs permissions once they log in. Based on permissions, what type of data they can able to see. They're having some key aspects of a Salesforce user includes. So some key aspects we need to consider while creating a user. So like suppose authentication and access. So while creation of the users, we need to have like users required some username, password and a specific user license to access a Salesforce, which can include single sign-on. So whenever users creates, we need to have some unique username and password. So based on that, that user can log in into a Salesforce organization. uh, some types of SSO means single sign-on also required some permission and security. So this is most important key aspects. Each user is assigned a profile, means they what type of access they have, like on objects, is they can able to create a record, able to see of that object record, or they can able to edit or not that record. Based on the permissions only we can achieve that. And also optionally permission sets we are mostly used to access uh, objects or records on top of profile access. So it is nothing but extender of access based on top of profile. And also have data availability. The user positions in the role hierarchy determines which record they can able to view upon controlling access to data owned by others. So if in a role hierarchy, if users role is on top of other roles, they can able to see below all roles created uh, records, which is based on the users which role is assigned. Based on that we can able to see that data. And next one is what type of users we are having in a Salesforce. Most probably administrator, means that is who configure the system, and they can able to play with the different types of customization, admin type work. And also have some standard user in a Salesforce. Also we can able to create a portal or community user, that is nothing but external user or guest user. So this type of user we can create in a Salesforce. Also on user records detail we need some mandatory fields, that includes name, email, alias, locale, time zone and some language setting fields, that is required. Because of that, based on that we can identify the user record. And based on that only we can get to know what type of user and what type of language setting we have on user records. Also have this management key aspect, that is nothing but administrator can activate, deactivate or freeze the user account to manage access and security. So here if you see like we cannot directly delete the user in a sales, we can deactivate the user or freeze the user for some time period, and again we can activate or unfreeze the user. Let's see demo in a Salesforce org. So if you see that in previous video we already created a user. So how we can check that user and what all details is available on that user? So go to setup, home tab. Under the home tab you can search user in a quick search and click on user. So you can see we already have different types of user. So if you see integration user, Einstein user, so this Govinda Gaikwad is nothing but our created user, that is admin, Salesforce admin profile user. So if you see some fields is already populated, whatever data we have given in that screen while creation of the user or developer edition org. So in that we can, whatever data we provided, that is that all data is already stamped on this user record and that is active. If we scroll it down, there were having some time zone fields that is also already populated based on whatever details we selected on that user record creation. So we can change password, edit this record, we can see summary as well. So if you want to update some record, click on edit record, edit button, and also how we can create a new user, click on users. There are having new user button. Once you click on that, you can see new user page layout is open, and whatever highlighted in a red color, that is some mandatory fields on users for user creation. So let's see, we can create a one record. Example, ABC is the first name, last name we can have user, alias we can is populated automatically. We can take some random email, example for test@abc.com, and that one also we can use it as for username. Nickname is also auto populated. So this user license and profile is mandatory. Role is highlighted in red, but that is not mandatory. So we can have role or we cannot have role, that is not a matter. So once that data is populated, we can click on save. Oh, now you can see this username is already available in a Salesforce. Because of we cannot delete the records, so that's the reason we cannot create a duplicate username as well in all over the orgs. So if you see, we updated and it's created the user with active checkbox, and whatever purple we selected, that is also populated. So based on this active checkbox, we can deactivate the user, or if you see above is having the freeze button, so based on that we can unfreeze the user for some time period. Now you can see that freeze button is removed and unfreeze button is available because this user is already freeze for some time, so you can unfreeze this user. Thanks for watching, see you in the next video.